In Glasgow, just to, if nothing else, just to shake her hands and let us get a glimpse of him. And we're just very, very fortunate to have him. I think he's going to say something that we're going to want to hear right now. Thank you, Doctor.
Anybody here from the Tea Party? Anybody think that the president is taking us in the wrong direction? I've been saying for months now that we have the best recruiter we've ever had, and he's the guy who's wrong on every issue of the day in the White House. On every issue of the day. I mean, think about it. People have said, well, who understands Kentucky best? Well, I can tell you who doesn't understand Kentucky, and that's the President of the United States. The President has not been here since he was elected, and he has specifically said that his policies will bankrupt coal. Now, we may not have coal jobs necessarily here in this part of the state, but we're all interconnected. There's a lot of coal jobs in the eastern part of our state. There's a lot of coal jobs in the western part of the state. But you don't have to be a coal miner. You can be a physician out there. You can be somebody who works in Walmart out there. We are interconnected. There are businesses throughout the state that depend on cheap electricity. There are 2 aluminum plants up in Henderson. There's an aluminum plant in Logan County. They're in Kentucky because of cheap electricity. The President has said that his policies will bankrupt coal and that his policies will double the price of electricity. Now, anybody here pay for electricity? We're all in this together, and his policies are wrong for the country. We are in the midst of the worst recession since the Great Depression. If you ask people in business, is this worse than 1981 and 1982? Everybody asks say it's worse. We have a consistent unemployment that drags on and on. We are over 10% unemployment, not counting those who have given up looking for work. In the midst of this recession, the President says you need more regulations and you need more taxes. That is exactly the wrong thing to do in a recession. If the Bush tax cuts are allowed to expire, which the President is in favor of, it'll be the largest tax increase in our history. With Obamacare, we have the President taking over 1/6 of the economy, but it's not just about getting in between you and your doctor and obscuring your ability to make your own decisions about your health care. It's about new regulations. It's about increased premiums. My premiums already went up 15%. It's about businesses having fines to pay in the middle of a recession. A businessman from Owensboro came up to me the other day and said he will have $400,000 in fines. Now, you may want everybody to have insurance, and I do too. But the thing is, I also want people to have jobs. If you have no job and no insurance, you're worse off than having a job without insurance. There were ways to fix this without going to a government takeover. Now, the one thing that people are not talking enough about is really not the takeover of health care, but it's the new banking regulations. In the middle of the Great Depression, they changed the reserve requirements, how much money the banks had to keep, and we plummeted into a worse depression. That was about 32 or 33. We went to 1937 until we got to the bottom. The question is, are we at the bottom? Are we coming out of this recession? And in the midst of this recession, the President added on new banking regulations. 2,500-page bill, 533 new regulations. By the time the regulators write it, it'll be thousands more pages. But it's making it harder to get a loan. Do you think it's a good idea to make it harder to get a loan in the middle of a recession? Absolutely not. We have a chance on Tuesday to send a message, a big message. I feel the momentum is with us. I was in Paducah 2 days ago and had 1,000 people at a rally. I was in Paducah again yesterday and had 500 people at a rally. Everywhere we go, hundreds of people are showing up. We have the momentum, but it's not over till it's over. So if you want to be victorious on Tuesday, if you want to get your government back, if you don't like the direction they're taking us, call your friends, family, call everybody you know, get them out to vote on Tuesday. We've got the momentum, we can win, and I appreciate y'all coming out today on your busy day. Thank you.